Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Switch phones real quick. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I gotta send this to you. I gotta send this to you. This is fucking hilarious. Oh, that's a good one. Where the hell are you at?
Favorite tennis. Don't even think about it. Just think. Ready? 1, 3.
Yeah, everything's up and running. Check. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, we can hear ourselves on the. Wait for it. No, Rob said, yeah, he said we can still hear y'all, but now after you had said that, no, yeah, we still can. Yeah. No.
What's up?
What's up with it?
Nah, shit. I'm about to get off his game.
I don't fight for myself. I fight for my team.
Yep, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Boom. We live, baby.
Right, straight live.
All the way live, like Lakeside.
Well, welcome, everybody. This is the Perfectly Balanced Podcast, and we got a different panel of people on right now. We'll get into the introductions later. Actually, you guys know everybody on the podcast right by now. So, got my co-host, Queen Nita, Nunu, Chef. And I don't know if I should give out your government name there.
That's your favorite big
Kayla,
mama.
my favorite.
Please don't. Please don't.
We do
Big
middle
mama,
name.
you is.
I guess.
I didn't see nothing but little mama, but go ahead.
Well, y'all see the episode. Y'all see the name of the episode.
Inside joke.
Favorite little mama, maybe.
Yeah.
This is an inside joke.
Let's get into the topic here. So, the topic is: should you allow your underage child, that is, drink in your household?
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, they're gonna go out and sneak and get it.
Okay, all right. Look.
I don't mean like just drinking all the time, but I'm just saying like when they get a certain age, under 21, if they still home. But you know what? I ain't got no kids, so there's that.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you did have kids, would you allow them to drink in your house?
Not like I drink. Hell no. Mm-mm.
You wouldn't.
No.
was that a Samuel Adams Blue Moon?
That is two different beers.
I'm just saying. You know.
It was a Blue Moon. It was not a Samuel Adams.
Okay, my fault. They cousins. They cousins.
You know how black just make up stuff when they don't know what they're talking about?
It's a Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, I have a Samuel. Me too. Good mother loving choice. Samuel Jackson.
It'll get you drunk.
It's my beer.
You'll be fucking. Oh, damn.
Yeah, gotcha.
Justin.
Gotcha. This here's my stance on it. Look, yes and no. No, because I don't want my young children, my offspring, to turn into alcoholics. You know what I'm saying?
Like you.
Because I like my liquor like I like my women, stronger to the punch. Okay, I can't have my kids drinking what I drink. You got to learn on your own. When you turn 21, go out there and venture. No, but if because this is some stuff that people of the opposite pigmentation do. Because I got some friends that, my kids drink with me all the time at home, Justin. What? No. But in this world we live in right now, that's the new cool parent thing. Yeah, I drink with my parents. PhD, have we ever went out and drunk with mom?
No.
Now?
But the thing is, mom doesn't drink.
Right.
Oh, hold up. Hold your horse. She does. She's what you call she's a special occasion drinker. She's not like drinking hard liquor. She's gonna do like a frozen pina colada, a frozen daiquiri, nothing that has a lot of hard. Every now and then she'll have a glass of wine, but to say, hey, we're doing shots with mom at the kitchen table.
No.
So and Mia brought it up. She said my mom gave me vodka wine coolers at 13, trying to get me drunk because she thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, that's not okay.
I mean, that's pretty hilarious to me. But I wouldn't do that to a 13-year-old, honestly. But Kayla, what's your take on it?
I feel like yes and no as well. It's always as long as it's in a controlled environment, and they're of age to understand the bad things that can happen and everything like that. But not really.
Okay, yeah, I think
Not really.
a little young. Maybe
A lot.
17, 18.
I mean, where isn't it legal to drink at 18 everywhere else but in America?
Yes.
And even in other countries,
except for America, 18 is the legal age in some places.
and even teenagers drink wine with their parents for dinner in other countries as well. So,
right.
In that kind of aspect, yeah, but you're not allowed to take shots with me.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Mia says 15, 16 in France.
See?
Damn.
Okay.
They getting lit.
All right.
They getting lit.
A 19-year-old daughter, and if she came up to me talking about let's take a shot, I'll probably shoot her teeth out. Not gonna happen.
Like you motherfucker might talk about take a shot with me.
No.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
But is it different with boys or girls? What if you had a son?
No,
Would you feel differently?
I will punch him in the chest.
Sure.
No, and I'm not a heavy drinker either. I like wine, and that's pretty in wine coolers. I don't drink.
So what
My
if
parents
it's
don't drink.
what if it's wine or like wine cooler?
I will let her taste it.
Okay, all right,
But
you'll ever taste it.
we're not gonna sit back and throw
Kicking it on the couch, drinking.
So hold on. Look, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, as PhD would say. Hey, mom, let's go half on the seltzer water, 5% alcohol. Let's go half on a 6-pack.
Little Mo, we can get some of this old duels over here. I got some old duels for you.
So no, oh dude, they still make those?
You know they still around.
Jesus Christ.
But no, what I was thinking was like, some people be trying to do that whole reverse psychology. Let them taste it when they're young, and they be like, "Oh, it's disgusting." That way, they be like, "Oh, they don't want none when they get older."
They gonna try
That
again.
don't work. It don't work.
I don't. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying I would do that.
Okay.
I was sneaking getting my mama's beer when we would go to Pizza Hut, and I was like 10. I'd be like, "Mom, look over there." She's like, "Huh? What?" No. Put it back.
So
Hell no.
I had a similar experience with my first time ever tasting alcohol, and it was at my grandmother's house. So my grandmother used to drink beer a long, many years ago. And
What is it? Long.
I think I had to be in like 10 years old, maybe. And there was a Budweiser in the refrigerator. So my cousins were there at the house, and they're like, "Let's taste the beer." I was like, "All right, cool. Let's just taste it." He cracked it open. Everybody took a sip, and it was nasty. I never drank beer from that point. So it did work up until I became of age, and then I was like, you know what? Let me give it another try. And the first beer that I tasted was Budweiser. It was in a 40 ounce though. So, back when they Budweiser made 40s. So, and that's what I used to drink all the time. I used to drink 40s. But
That's gross.
so for me with my son, his first drinking experience, it was supervised, but it was at the age of 20. He was 20 years old. So in Japan at the time, 20 is the legal drinking age. So we didn't get lit or anything, but it was just like he had like
you want to make an appearance?
half of a glass of wine. And he was like, "No, this is nasty. I don't want any." Okay, so you don't like wine? Here, try beer. You didn't like beer. Okay, how about a shot? You didn't like that. So I was like, "You've tasted everything under the sun now. I don't want to hear it." So he doesn't really drink. He doesn't really drink anymore. But his first experience of ever tasting alcohol, he was like 5 years old. So yeah, he was 5, and he remembers it like it was the back of his hand. Like,
So that shit does work.
He tasted it by accident.
Oh.
So we had like we had waters on the table, and had a cup.
You were there, huh?
That's liquor.
Everybody was
liquor.
Everybody was asleep, and he went to the table. He was really thirsty, so he looked in the cup, saw that it was clear, and just took a swig of it.
Oh yeah, that would definitely traumatize somebody.
Oh, it traumatized him forever.
Hot water burn baby. Hot water burn baby.
If I can get him to tell that story, he was like, yo, he was so pissed. He was like, he's thirsty. Now, all he does before he even takes a sip of water, he smells it. He's like, okay, that's it.
Traumatized.
And then he drinks it.
Heck yeah.
So
he is.
you didn't give him some chew highs?
Don't pick up stuff.
Yes, yeah, true lie, yeah, boy.
If you didn't make it, don't drink it. So, Casey, how about you?
What? What's the question?
The question is, would you allow your child to drink in your household supervised or not?
You mean child? What age are we?
Minor.
A minor. It's a minor. So anyone under the age of 21.
Maybe 18, just because they're going off to college or wherever they decide to go. And I don't want it to be there like with me. Just wait to college and then try everything.
Buck wild.
Okay. Yes.
I did.
Yes. Lost my mind in college. It was a great time.
Yes, it was.
Great time. So yeah, maybe like 18, graduation, maybe, but any younger than that, I don't think so.
How about you, Roland?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat on that one. It's just this fact that it's like, I know what it did to me. Me growing up. Yeah, I was drinking at age 8 and smoking weed and doing a bunch of stuff.
Whoa.
Supervised.
Yeah.
Family channel here.
Yeah, so I had older cousins who
Medicinal. It was medicinal.
yeah, well,
I had glaucoma.
He had arthritis.
It was totally. So my childhood is a totally different experience than
Opposite of
most.
mine.
All right.
So for me, by the time I got to like high school, I was already done with all that because I already did it, been there, whatever. So most of my friends were like, "Oh, let's go get drunk, let's go drink." I'm like, "Bro, I've been there, done that. Like, I don't need to."
So you were the designated driver.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I didn't even have a car, so nah, I was poor as hell. Yeah, it just like I said, like what Casey was saying is that maybe 18, just so that they can kind of get a grasp of what they're going to be doing, and so they're not just blindsided by things.
Like I was.
Yeah.
Blindsided.
Because if you try to shelter a kid way too much, and then, obviously when they're older, their first experience, they're going to, and not be with somebody that is there in their best interest and being able to protect them, So, yeah.
Lost my mind.
You know what? I can say as being siblings, 2005, horrible. We were horrible siblings. Drinking at the park.
It was so fun though.
Horrible siblings. Yeah, go ahead and get your beer out of there. Get down.
That's Casey's graduation. Yeah.
It was my graduation.
Casey's graduation.
Amazing.
Hey, we
wish
got
I could
everything.
hang
We got
out.
everything in there.
Okay, hold on.
No, we're all related.
A little bit about that experience.
You said what?
Do you know we're all related?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I figured that out.
You realize that out.
Oh yeah, we're siblings.
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, we're siblings.
That's so special.
So to kind of tell us about your graduation.
Mine.
And your drinking experience.
So what had happened was, so again, 18, like kind of my experience is what it was. My big brothers decided to come and celebrate me graduating from high school. So 2 were coming from Dallas, 1 came from Japan to Denver, Colorado. Now, if anybody doesn't been to Colorado, it's a mile high. So things hit you harder and quicker than you would in normal altitude.
Than in Texas. In
Period.
Japan.
Any other altitude, period. Because the altitude is it's high and air is
Colorado's
thin.
high.
That's probably anyway. So my dad's big idea is like, hey, after the graduation, everything is said and done, we celebrated. Let's go up to the mountains, even higher elevation, to Red Rock. Red Rock is this beautiful natural theater. Many people go out there and just do concerts. It's really nice, but it's in a natural made theater.
Natural canyon. Natural made canyon.
Yes, it is. So on the way there, not only it was Grey Goose. Yep. It was Grey Goose. And I think like a slushie or
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Something like that.
It was like icy.
Yeah. It was something like that. And of course, the goose was Justin's doing.
Idea.
Like, definitely we're doing the goose, the dirty bird, as he called it at the time. So,
the dirty bird.
I think I was driving.
Mm-hmm.
You were driving, and then we were all, I think, the rest of us were in the back. I think Roderick was in the front or something like that. Either way. So, the DJ, whoever the DJ is, so not only we are drinking and driving.
Allegedly.
Kai wasn't driving.
The man with the old people.
Maybe Kai wasn't drinking, but the rest of us was. And going up a mountain, singing at the top of our lungs, fire and desire, cold as ice.
Long ago.
Singing that and there was one more.
Boom, boom.
That was like
we're not quite there yet.
But we started in the car.
We're not quite there yet, because that is a story in itself.
So there was Love and Happiness, Al Green. The Reverend Al Green.
What it was. Yeah. Because Justin was all into it. He was in his feelings. I don't know what it was when that drink was looking and that song came on. So
what was her name?
Huh?
Yeah, what was her name?
I think it started with a B.
Bacardi.
That's what you want to call her.
We'll just leave it at that.
Bacardi.
Somebody was in their feelings when that song came out because he was in love or something.
He was doing it before Drake.
Before he was.
When he was
simping.
Do something for me.
Either way, so we get up to the theater, and the 3 brothers, Roderick, Kylan, and Justin, have been singing the Ying Yang Twins the whole trip, right? So my cousin Kimberly, she's older, and she was like, I think I know that song because it was really loud and no one was paying attention to what was going on. These 3 fools sneak into the theater on the stage and starts performing Wait Till You See My the Whisper song on the stage in front of all these people. And he, at first, my cousin was like, it's the Ying Yang Twins here? Like, did we just, on a dress rehearsal? White people were cheering.
Of course they were.
People thought that these 3 fools were the Ying Yang Twins because, I mean, they sound just like them.
Just
like,
showing itself.
Like, if I could have them perform for you, we just got to have Roderick. It won't be complete without him.
No.
Holy crap. Those white people were losing. And then my dad decides to join them like he knows what the hell is going on. He just in there just smiling with the gold tooth like,
that was his dream come true. Look at my kid. Look at my kids.
He felt like Joe Jackson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Broke
He's a
Jackson.
joke.
Thought he was doing
Broke Jackson, not Joe. Broke Jackson.
that. I mean, people were just like, "Oh my god," and I was like, "These niggas then got up here in front of
They
all
was
these
drunk.
graduates,
They was loose off that
intoxicated,
goose, little boosie.
performing the Ying Yang Twins on stage."
That's
But wait, there's more. There's more. So before there was a postpartum. You see, this is the thing about underage drinking or drinking with family relatives or your siblings, as you would say. Graduation day. Me and the big brother, Rojo Mafioso Del Rio, decided to go ahead and kill a 12-pack of Coronas before Corona and proceed to the graduation lit as a skunk. Lit.
Gone.
Please hold all applause when they're coming across the stage. We're going to do one big final applause and everything.
That'll never happen.
Nobody. I can't see nobody. I hear everybody.
You hear everybody.
I hear them all.
And mind you, people, we don't approve of underage drinking.
It's
you know what I'm
not
saying? This panel
very much
does
so.
not approve of it.
Yeah, no.
But
It's fun when you do.
but what did you say? I normally don't drink those seconds, but when I do. So as she proceeds to walk across the stage, I know somewhere in the back of her hemisphere, in the back part of her brain, please don't let these Negroes be up here laughing and loud and roasting. Because at that time, around 2005, everybody had S-curls in Colorado.
Oh God!
I'm sorry,
Can we
what?
not go into that?
We're going to the S-girl.
They were always about 10, they were about 10 years behind.
You said 05, not 95. You said
They're about 10 years behind.
05, 2005, 05.
Colorado, 05.
With the big earrings,
In
the
the
big
solo
earrings.
hell.
Exactly.
And talking about two country boys coming from Texas, and all you seeing is follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip, follow the drip. You see fools with taper fades, S-curl.
S-curl.
Low cut S-curl. And I'm like,
They was on that J Bugs. Don't be hating.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
It
what
was on the light skin for real. Dark
I was
skin.
like,
Prime
is this-
time play football.
No, check this out. We over here saying, is this a Jodeci video? Is this a immature video? Because every time I turn my head, it's a joker with an S-curl.
When did Deion Sanders play football?
Long time ago.
He had
3
the
years.
S-curl when he came into the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was back
it about that time or was it before that?
90.
Oh, that's way
Early
after.
90s.
Oh, no.
They
90s.
were
Okay, never
toddlers
mind.
when this happened.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand 05.
Why?
Why?
This is Colorado. You have to understand Colorado's
Yeah.
behind in
So behind.
everything.
So behind.
Everything.
But they're ahead of that. We though.
Okay. I mean, we do not condone.
No.
Any paraphernalia. Any.
No.
So, we're lit at her graduation, and I know she can hear us. Out of the hundreds and thousands of people in there, she can hear all three. And, PhD just trying to be the, hey guys, we got to be respectful and calm and everything. And let's behold, he hit the doobie. He hit the doobie before we went in there. You know what I'm saying? PhD partaking in the medical dispatch, of the herbal tea. He was a little high. A little high. He had secondhand smoke. High.
Okay.
Because, you and number one.
Not. Okay. I can't even disagree.
But yeah, you get good memories when you get with your siblings, and of course there's alcohol or an alcohol involved, because you can't talk bad about those memories.
Oh, also to seal this in our memory, we all took family pictures, and guess what? We had all on? All of us, mom and dad.
Oh, that picture.
The jerseys.
Jersey dresses.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey
dresses.
dresses. Oh.
But I had on Fat Farms with mine that Cobb bought me, and I had the laces, checkerboard.
Everybody was matching. Everybody was matching.
Mine, though. Why did my 18-year-old ass have player 69 on my jersey dress?
You had 69?
Look on that picture. player.
I'm gonna need somebody to show this picture.
Please don't.
Didn't know what that meant at all. Over my head. Parents too, because they were like, "Oh, that's
Hey,
cute."
please don't.
Because mama just cheesing, hey.
Hey, and I'm just like,
I didn't
player
realize that.
69. Player
Wow.
Somebody's got to pull it up. I know Kayla's got it on her profile.
Casey could probably pull it up quicker than I could.
It's on my phone. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Could you not though?
Huh?
But you gotta understand,
Well,
We talked about it. It has to happen now.
the discussion is always, whatever you parenting, however you parent in your household, what you do, if you want your kids if you feel like that's a responsible thing to do, hey, do it till you're satisfied. But just know you might be creating a monster within itself because
But you have to know your kid though.
I mean, it's not one of those things where I'm going to push it on them at all. Like,
Right.
hell no. Like, if they don't ever bring it up, that hey, I'm not going to.
Right.
Especially with my children, I have to be very blunt with mine.
yes.
This day and age, you do.
I mean, but
This
they're
generation,
young.
period.
They're young. You don't have to.
They're young, but when it's that time, because addiction is a part of their family and is in their line, I have to be very blunt and can't sugarcoat the fact that y'all can't do certain things because you have to be careful.
Yeah, in their situation, they might not understand why is it that I want to do this, but you understand because you know where they come from.
I know where they come from. So therefore, we have to be particularly on our toes on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me catch up with these comments and we'll move into the next topic. So Mo said he allows his girls to drink growing up so they weren't shell shocked to the world. That's facts. Brandon says my mom is the life of any party, but she was always allowed us to drink.
No,
She wasn't allowing us to drink. We smoke around these parts. My bad.
Hey.
He was 24 in 2005. He was underage drinking in 1995. God damn, Brandon.
Dang. I was 5 years old.
What's crazy? What he was drinking was
Oh, young ass. You had to put that out there.
2020 and Everclear. Do you
Oh
still
my
even have
God.
liver, Brandon?
Oh
Do you
my
even have
God.
a liver right now?
Probably don't.
No, I
Well,
remember
it's probably
taking-
regenerated.
Yo,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Speaking of, I remember playing the quarters game with some like Jose Cuervo, and I'm like 10. Yeah.
You good at it too, aren't you?
No, my cousin, he put me on the side of the table was dented, so he knew I was gonna lose. Like, yeah, he
Set
was
you up.
a bad influence.
Cousin supervision was required for y'all.
The first time I drank, I was with my cousins.
All right.
I was.
Now
Stephanie and Sheila.
Here is the true controversial topic.
You encouraged it.
This one's about to hit you over the head. Now this goes for guys or girls.
And no.
Pause. I found it.
Oh man.
Turn it.
Hold on.
Yeah, turn it sideways.
Player 69.
Player 69.
Player.
Yeah.
Okay, take it down.
I don't know what I thought I was doing.
Did you see the chocolate? Did
I
you
did see the chocolate.
You see the
I saw
chocolate
the
study number
chocolate.
2? Did you see him? You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
That is Scream 2005. I don't know what does, but go ahead.
All right. So, like I said, the topic goes. The roles can be switched, but the question goes: can you turn a hoe into a housewife or a husband?
Another drink.
I'm with Nunu on that one right there. I'm gonna have to go get something stronger than this
We're
truth.
gonna start with you, Chef.
You mother of donkeys. You A of the whole.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good. Cause he is the actual hoe that you can't change it to a husband.
What hoe? Hey now.
Let's just throw that out there.
Allegedly. Watch it now. Watch it.
Be proud of
My
your
boy
husband.
Brandon said you can't convert us. We can't be great husbands. We can go from being outside to being inside. It just takes the right woman.
Yeah.
It just takes the right woman. You know what I'm saying? But as me and my baby sister we used to say back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, take us like you take everything else. One day at a time. And I'm fine like wine. Yes, you can turn a hoe into a housewife. But is it frowned upon our community? Yes.
I feel like it's an
a
achievement.
housewife is glorified now. That's what they want is a hoe for a housewife.
I don't know, because she ain't got no W-2. Yeah, look, I can't put you on my dependents if you got to work at least 3 months out of the year. So I get a little something.
Brandon said it right.
Yes.
You can't change anyone. They will change for the right one. Yeah. They'll change for the right one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, hey, take me one day at a time.
No.
I am a retired 304. What are you talking about?
A hoe gonna be a hoe. So you're gonna let that hoe be a hoe.
So check this out. We're just saying as the general term hoe, right? But everybody knows they got their hoe phase, right?
Thank you.
People got their whole phases. So are you going to judge the person in totality out of just that phase and say that can never be redeemed? Or
Drea, you can't erase your wholeness?
Yeah. But
she's still single.
Delete it. That's what she does.
What I'm saying is the fact that, like, of course, somebody's going to only want to change if they want to do it for themselves and then the person who they with, right? So, people can have their history.
We can't hear.
There you go.
Go ahead, on mute.
Whatever that nonsense. Go for it, Ron. Go for it, brother-in-law.
Nah, but all I'm saying is that, you can have your whole phase and, if you do your own dirt at whatever time you did it, but, if you feel like this person that you with, is the one, then, you're going to change how you act, of course, but, you can't really try to judge somebody just off of the time that you knew them. Maybe they changed, maybe they haven't, but, I think people can change, but that's up to them.
His women ran through a little bit. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I need a woman with a whole past. That way I know she broke in a little bit. So AKA he likes
her whole face.
So in the proper terms, he likes a very knowledgeable and mature woman.
There you go. There you go.
We're going to get politically correct
Experience.
On this? Okay.
Experience. Me personally, when I'm single, I have a whole phase. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
all the ladies out there. Yes, you can. You can turn a hoe into a housewife. You
PhD.
can. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. You go ahead. You can do it, sis.
You can do it.
You can. You can. Yes, you can.
You can do it.
So hold on. Are we checking hoe facts, or are we just saying, hey, you can't turn, a 304 into a housewife? Are we doing the background check like the hoe facts?
Like if your homeboys ran through her, no, that's like a whole, like that kind of whole facts. You don't marry that.
Then that's not going to be the one for you because obviously she passed around. I mean, if
I don't know, that she might be the one. Somebody.
No.
You kill
it. Okay. Let's not. Okay, there are diamonds in the rough out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not discount or discredit them.
It's always in the back.
I'm not doing it.
Towards the right.
We're not doing it over here. So yeah, I mean,
y'all go for it.
Go for it if you want to. But I personally don't have anything against it. But it's been there, done that. I tried it. Like I said, but in the last episode,
Build a Bob.
Yeah, I was a Build a Bob. I didn't know no better.
Build a Bob.
And now that I do know, that phase is done with me. That was my whole phase.
Everyone had one. It's okay. Here's the thing. Here's whole phases. There's a difference between a phase and
just who you are.
Right.
If your phase is longer than about like 10 years or like you're pushing double like you're doing this. How
That
long?
ain't no phase. That's a lifestyle.
That's who you are.
Exactly.
So we're talking about these particular people that's just been hoeing for a very long time. Like
I say a whole phase is like 1 to 3
years. You know, like it's like a little bit of like.
Hey, if Tyler Perry can make a movie about one getting redeemed, then who's to say it can't happen?
Yeah, Tyler Perry.
Which movie?
That's his.
All of them. We talking about all of them.
They ain't a hoe at all. Shut up.
In the movies.
I'm just messing with you.
And that's the pretty woman phase.
Yeah. No. That was a straight up prostitute.
She was a proper hoe though. Like
she was legit.
The legit word.
She was
hoe.
I'm an honest hoe, and all my hoes is honest.
She's a proper hoe,
She's you know what?
Again, like our hoes, like on the street hoes, like stripper pole hoes, or like been hoeing for a couple of years, and now she wants.
Kayla, we can't hear you.
I know.
There we go. Okay. There's a difference now. You know what I'm saying? Because stripper hoes are cool. You know what I'm saying? They stripper hoes.
But are they just stripping against the whole part?
But then you just got straight up hoe.
What are the?
Are we talking about sex workers, or are we just talking about women that love?
It can go both ways. It go both ways. Men can be hoes too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But is it like a sex worker type you're talking about, or are you talking about like people that?
We're not talking about actual hoes.
Yeah, we're talking
sex
about
workers.
We're talking about thoughts.
Yes.
Okay. Cleared.
Yeah.
People that just like to have intercourse with a lot of different random people.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not
Intercourse.
Now,
Really?
now it's okay. Now, if she was a dumb hoe, I would have an issue or heat. But if he was a smart hoe about it and was actually getting money for it, I don't have a problem with that.
So you don't have a problem with marrying somebody that was doing that for money?
No, in the past.
Oh, in the past.
You did that in the past.
Okay, got it.
Oh, you're saying you won't judge their past on their present.
Yeah. As long as if you was getting some money out of it, okay. But
so he had like a sugar mama, a cougar over there paying his bills. He had to, making ends meet for him. Got a PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
That's I can respect that. Nunu, what are you trying to say?
We, the Chocolate Thunder community, would like to plead the fifth. We would like to plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, we'll leave it there.
Look, I'm sorry, Pierre. Let me get this out.
Yeah.
You got to understand. You love who you love. And if they had a brief minute between 1 and 3 years, they was out there hoeing. Hey, they was hoeing. You was probably hoeing too. You can't fault that person for going through that phase of like, I don't know which direction. I don't know if I want to be a committed relationship or I just want to have fun.
Check this out. On top of that, so there are people, men and women, that will try to use they masquerade it as like, oh no, I only sleep with my significant other, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. But yet you got a girlfriend or boyfriend like once every 3 weeks. So it's like
we go together today.
You can't try to
we don't go together no more.
Title on it and say you're not hoeing when, let's be real, you are.
Yes.
But you're trying to rationalize it to yourself.
By putting a title on it.
Yeah, there are some people out there that do that as mental gymnastics and word plays.
So they can always have that upper hand or say that, oh, I'm holier than thou because no, I only have sex with my
boyfriend.
That's it, that I'm committed to. But you committed to different people every other 6 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, you can't have it both ways.
Now, if you got, Brandon says, if you have a sugar mama, when I meet the one, my woman, I got to accept. That's how our cardinal. Oh shit! That's how our cardinal.
I
Hey,
don't have a problem with that.
ask old dude if he would do the same if his chick that he marries or wants to marry is getting broke off by an older dude and paying the bills paying his bills too. So now is he still gonna let her have that?
Hey, the moment I found the sugar daddy that don't want no sugar, it's a wrap. A wrap. Okay.
You call the
Whoever
sugar
I'm with,
baby for a
you better
reason.
accept it.
Ooh, your car note need to be paid. Here you go.
Okay. You want that new PlayStation 8? You better shut up.
Oh, them Jordans. That's what you want. The new. Okay.
Whoa.
Y'all mess. Y'all a mess.
Brandon says he do it now. She's a bartender, and them old men be paying my rent.
Hey, as long as you
Not
going both ways.
Not mad at it.
That's my boy.
Not mad.
Everybody wins. It's a win. Hey.
What do you say? A win is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Wait, did he take it? Oh no, never mind. That's right there.
A win is a win. Look.
That's what I'm talking
see,
about.
not to make us seem older than what we are, but think about it. 15 years ago, we would be having this conversation about turning a hoe into a housewife.
Well, check this out. There's a lot of dudes, younger dudes now that I've seen like on just random social media, right? Where these dudes are so preoccupied about like, oh, I can't be having no girl with a high body count. You know, that's just the insecurity in a lot of those guys that feel like they don't want to be judged on relative of her previous partners. I think a lot of times, because that's why they're like, oh, well, I don't want no girl with no high body count. It's like, what does that have to do with you?
Well, I guess that makes sense of what he's saying. Like 15 years ago, we weren't in that mindset. We weren't in that grown.
Because as a younger guy, a lot of these guys, they think they want the machismo. It's just about like, I'm putting it down. Nobody doing it better than me, blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, if they get confronted by a woman who tells you like, look, I've had this, I've had that. So then they start thinking in the back of their mind, like, well, am I good enough? And, am I doing it with or do whatever the way she wants done? And then they start second guessing themselves, and they don't want all that. They just want somebody who they can manipulate. Most of the times, most younger guys want, younger women who they just manipulate.
And I think I know exactly not who you're talking about, but the demographic of people that you're talking about. You're talking about the kids or younger guys that came into money. They have a lot of money. They're maintaining their status. And to be honest, from their point of view, they have the pick of anything that they want. So they can ask anything that they want. Will they find it? Hell no. They're going to have to adjust their standards. So, in their minds, they believe that they can set the rules and pick and choose who and what they want to get into.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they believe it, but at the same time,
unrealistic.
Yeah, because in actuality, if the woman doesn't want to date you, she don't want to date you.
Facts.
No matter how much money you got.
Yeah.
And if she's not feeling you, then that's what it is. So, and then that's when it gets a little bit of misogynistic of where the guy's like, oh, well, see, I ain't want to even talk to your ugly ass anyway,
Yeah.
Oh, bougie ass.
Ugly.
A bougie ass, because she likes.
You got some of those high status guys that flaunt, their Bugattis out there. They got the clout, and they think they can just treat a woman any kind of way. And
let's be real, some of them act like that and don't have any money.
Yeah, no, that's a lot.
And the ones that don't be the main ones, thinking that they have it like.
I'll take a Impala over a Mercedes about to get repoed any day.
Yeah.
I don't care if you or anything. That doesn't make sense why you're getting evicted and getting your Mercedes repoed. I'll take the warehouse worker with the Impala. Thank you.
All day.
All day.
I love it.
You be fine as you want to be.
But what am I gonna do? Take care of you? I ain't the sugar mama.
Ain't. That's ain't how that works.
Absolutely not.
That brings up a kind of another topic that we kind of talked about last week, and I want to rehash it. Looks over assets. Let me break that down even. So,
Jay-Z.
Would you take? Okay, yeah, exactly, Jay-Z. So, would you be in a relationship with a Jay-Z, or would you
a broke ass Idris?
Ooh,
Idris Elba is not broke.
No,
that's an example.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it.
He got the looks, but he ain't got the money.
Right.
Ooh, that's a tough one. And we know it's not. We're not doing it. Okay, hold on. Are we playing Build-A-Bear though?
There you go. There you go.
We weren't here last week. So
are we playing Build-A-Bear? He has potential, baby.
So, would you take a Jay-Z? Don't change anything about him except he's not married to Beyonce.
With the dreads or before the dreads?
With
Jesus.
the dreads. With the dreads.
You're making it hard.
Still a billionaire. So, or
I mean, let's keep it real. There's some people that are going to take the billionaire, even if that's not what they really wanted, because
he's a billionaire.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was Rose,
I think that's
as far as a woman that was a billionaire who wasn't attractive to you, but
we go over being a billionaire
for you. Yeah, there's probably gonna be some concessions you would make, regardless. So,
old dude that's messing with Cher right now.
He's smart.
Smart young man.
I bet you he signed a prenup though. They got married.
Cher's stupid now.
No, I'm saying if they got married.
I'm gonna steep into the petty zone. I'm gonna jump into the petty zone. She said, "Whoopi Goldberg, hey, y'all want to come out to my lake house? Y'all want to come out to my lake house here, Whoopi? She ain't a looker, but that billion show do look pretty fine right now.
You show look good right now.
You show is ugly."
I'm saying though, for $1 billion, I'll pay for that therapy, that mental therapy, and get that shallow how once a gal complex.
Would they Lil Wayne? Which one? Who they Lil Wayne?
I knew it. I'm gonna be like, bitch, I'm gay.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. Me and baby sister gonna be out there on out there Monte Cristo on the yachts. I got Whoopi. She got Lil Wayne. We party.
Don't you come for Whoopi.
Hey, but you know what? Lil Wayne got what I love, though. Me and Wayne gonna be chiefing the whole time. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, baby.
Hey, I mean, Lauren, with her fine stuff, Lauren London had a baby with that, so if she can do it, anybody can.
Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it.
Was that her groupie phase?
I was telling
I think it was.
Does it matter? She was securing the bag.
Yes, it matters.
She secured the bag.
She produced a human with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
He's smart.
The little gremlin.
Frying fish.
I guess.
And cooking hot dogs and what's in his head now? Thank you, Brandon. Right.
Whoopi really wasn't ugly. We talking about Sister Act Whoopi? Or we talking about?
We're talking about Miss Seeley.
Color purple.
If you're gonna talk about Seeley Whoopi, I mean, she's a little homely, and I mean, they made her like that though. Like, she don't look like that in real life. We talking about how they look in real life.
No, we talking
Jay-Z
about
looks a mess. Lil Wayne looks a mess.
Ooh.
Well, hold on, wait now. Hold on. We talking about are we talking about full hair, dread Lil Wayne? Or we talking about a dread here, a dread there?
No, we're talking about right now.
Looking like fried fish.
And always.
Lil Wayne, Gremlin, once you throw the water on them, that Lil Wayne.
Screams up like a roach.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take that one for the team though. I'm gonna take that one for the team. Me and my sister gonna be living nice.
Red is saying like a stepped on roach.
Yeah. Me and my sister gonna be living nice.
Hey, you do it, girl, because I don't know.
Just get your passport.
like looking at little Uzi Vert. Like Jesus.
Oh man.
Ooh.
You know what? Who's uglier, Lil Wayne or
Kodak?
Kodak.
Oh my Lord.
Kodak.
Damn.
Hey, at least
he didn't even get it out his mouth. Y'all was like, Kodak.
Can't see
That's where I draw the line.
You said
in
what?
the sand. No.
Close his eyes.
Give me his mini Birkin bags. No. I don't know. Don't know.
Yo, Kodak.
Exactly, Nunu.
That's me though. That's me.
Kodak
Turn off
Black
the
looks
lights.
like he
Might be all
It's
right.
dark. As black as he is, you won't see
all
nothing.
the time. He needs somebody to hire him to
I
put
just
Carmex on his
disappeared.
lips, even in his
Dude,
sleep.
why you
So we don't
always
wake
all
up.
that money? Where's some Vaseline at? Because
Yeah.
the chapstick ain't what it is. Vaseline all up and down in them
He makes
creases.
the Haitians look bad. You need to do something.
Jesus.
He can't help it though. He's Haitian, so
He can't?
you know.
But
You
So we about to really just
Lord, let me tell you
get
about
diverted.
this one Haitian.
Right, because I got a
Don't
question.
do that.
Mhm.
What's your question?
Why do Haitians be like this was my first deployment? Why was Haitians like they were on the air side, we playing space, so the guys would be like, I'm not black, I'm Haitian. Like what?
That's just like I'm not black, I'm Dominican. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I mean,
You're black and
yeah. It's just that, obviously
You're black, but you speak
I'm
Spanish.
the only non-black person here, but I do know this fact.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I know I'm the only non-black person here.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Yeah, you heard me. I'm the only non-black person here, but I do know that the diaspora is far-reaching, and the fact that there's a lot of guys that, especially like in the Hispanic Latino community, try to deny their blackness just because they don't want to be added on to in that community.
Because you hear what's going in the DR and Haiti right now.
Yeah.
they tripping. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the same. Y'all on the same damn island.
They on the same damn island, and they hate up against each other.
And y'all talking about we different. No, y'all are the same.
All the same.
But the fact is, it's not the first time it's happened. They massacred people before.
Yeah.
No, but it's
ridiculous.
Still, you're massacring your own folks. It's y'all the same. Y'all are the same.
The same goes for Puerto Ricans, Colombians. They're Tainos, so they're all the same people.
Y'all are all the same. Y'all came. Y'all just stopped on a different island.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just all on different islands.
It's on different islands. Y'all are all the same.
And Latino culture is very, very close to Indigenous American culture. And I just saw a video that there's a video and it brought something to my attention. And this will be the last thing we'll talk about before we go. So what do you guys think about this? So you heard that 8 billion people were wiped off the face of the earth when the Americas were discovered by the Spanish, the French, the British. How
you said billion? Right?
8 billion people. And now there's only a small amount of American Indians around. Would you come on now, 8 billion?
No, like from what I've always read and heard, there was millions, but not billions. Millions that were mostly from disease, that was killed, but obviously
I'm talking about from both Americas put together.
Yeah, no, like it's not billions. From what I've read on, historical research stuff is
I say 3 billion.
I've never personally heard the 8 billion thing.
I meant 3 billion. It's 3 billion.
Yeah. Or yeah,
so three billion. It's been said that 3 billion people from North America, South America, all combined together of the indigenous people. Once the Spaniards discovered the Americas, that they just
it was a genocide.
Genocide against, and the thing is that's being overestimated. Because how can you not that many people come over from Europe and from Spain and wipe out 3 billion people, 3 million people? They could have outnumbered them altogether.
I mean, you are you're a man of a medical field. Obviously, you do know that you carry,
Smallpox. So
smallpox and other diseases spread
yes.
rapidly, and they, never had the chance to begin with because they never encountered those kind of diseases. So once they were given to them, I mean, it spreads like wildfire for the most
So
part. And
and
on top of that,
then you got to keep in contact or keep in the back of your mind that you had people out in the outlands or that were inland that had no contact with Western civilization, even all the way up until the Great Expansion. So those people, when you think about that, how did most black people? So this is the point that I'm trying to get to. The point is, some of us were already here. Native Americans were like very dark skinned to begin with, and African culture was already over here before that. So you guys remember?
so you on this Hotep stuff of saying
No,
that
what,
that
what I'm
there
saying
was
though,
never any Atlantic slave trade and that
all
there
I'm,
was none of them got brought over?
no, not at all. What I'm saying is if you think about Pangea and how South America um,
Interlocks with Africa, yeah.
interlocks with Africa,
The land masses, yeah.
the land masses were separated. So in ancient times, it was all one.
It makes sense. I get you.
So there were more than likely African people already here before all that had taken place, because we're now starting to see Egyptian artifacts found in South America now that match exactly what is in Egypt or spread out over in Africa.
Are you saying like the Mesoamerican pyramids and stuff like that are pretty closely
very close
with a lot of artifacts from like Egypt and stuff like that?
Exactly, and then
That's why I was like, you saying you non-black? I was like,
so on top of that, there were Egyptian artifacts.
He is very black.
There were Egyptian artifacts found in America. They have started to unearth hieroglyphics that were actually found that were the same in Egypt. Some of them are the same that were found in Mesoamerica and with the Aztecs and the Mayans. They're starting to find them here in America. So I'm like, this is crazy. So the civilization that we had long ancient civilization a long time ago migrated. That's already taught in the history books. So there is a possibility that some of us were already here. Our ancestors are from here, not really from Africa. Maybe we all originated from Africa, but if we try to go back,
yeah,
maybe I would say a huge majority of the slave trade happened. The East Atlantic trade happened, but majority of the slaves that were found and taken were all from America
already
to
here.
begin with.
Yeah. They enslaved the Indians and everything like
exactly.
that in a
The
sense.
history was just been erased. And
yeah.
And we were told, okay, you're no longer Native American, you're black because you're black. These are Native Americans, and that's the way it is.
That's why there's black Mexicans.
Right.
No, there's black Mexicans because a lot of them went down to Mexico right before pre-Civil War,
right.
And that there was a whole tribe, well, not tribe, but a lot of black slaves went down to Mexico and created their own community there because Mexico was already free.
Yeah, Mexico was like one of the most liberated.
But there was already black people technically in Mexico before that even happened.
Where do you think this melanin in the skin complexion came from? Everybody was fucking black.
Yeah, exactly. I think now there's so much mixing and that has happened over time that there's more of a possibility. Like if you have melanin in your skin, like it's very, very possible that everybody has a little bit of black in them. Everybody has a little bit.
I got a lot of black in me.
Scientifically known that the first man came from Africa and it just eventually migrated to all around the world.
Have done their DNA? Any of y'all?
What is that?
Huh?
Kayla hasn't. You done your DNA?
Have I done my DNA? No.
I haven't, but my father is 100% Nigerian from Nigeria. So I know
can
if
see
that
that.
thing comes back anything less than 50% Nigerian, I know that thing's a lie.
Well, I mean, there's always like you don't have to be necessarily from Nigeria.
You'll be Nigerian and you could been from like Ghana.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom is I don't know where she got a whole bunch of stuff in her, but my father, he's straight off the
it's
boat
going
from
to show
Nigeria.
you the admixture of different, areas and stuff like that. I mean,
you can have a little bit of Gulf Coast or Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And you got Congo,
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like I know my grandmother, right? She's got really short curly hair, and
she's a gangster.
Yeah, but like it went through the oral history of like where her grandparents came from and stuff like that, and that her grandmother was a Black Cuban. So I mean, obviously there's mixture in there already, and she shows more characteristics of it and stuff like that.
You said this is your grandma?
Yeah, her grandma. So like my twice grandmother, something like that.
And you said you non-Black.
No, I'm just
we're learning that we're Black Irish.
No.
I'm messing with you.
All I'm saying is I'm not trying to come off as something that I'm not, because especially people that because people are going to take it a certain way, like, oh, look at this, Mexican trying to talk about
native, because that man is just a native. He's really indigenous more than anything.
Like on the testing thing, it shows like mostly anything else is almost 50% just Native American, and then Spanish, some African, other and some other stuff too. But it's just I think what you were saying about that, yes, there's probably a possibility that when you say about the whole Pangea being separated and stuff like that, there could be people that that were separated and left behind on a whole nother continent and stuff like that. But there's a lot of similarities between like a Mesoamerican, Aztec, Mayan culture and the Egyptians, but like
Asian.
But as far as like trying to like the same thing that's happening with, I don't know, it just seems there's like some erasure going on as far as like, saying that, oh no, these ain't the real Native Americans. We're the real Native Americans. And it's like, it kind of falls in line with some of that Kanye stuff, what he's trying to talk about as far as like, well, these ain't the real Jews, we're the real Jews. Is like, so, and what Kyrie was saying is like, I understand that you want to know your history because everybody wants to know where they come from. But whenever you conflate certain literature that you read that's not confirmed or not based in actual facts that you can be able to look up, then you're using a lot of propaganda stuff, and then you do the same thing that you never wanted to get done to yourself, was be erased in the cultures and your identity. So I
watched that documentary that they were talking about.
You watched all 3 hours of it?
I did.
Okay.
There's
a lot of anti-Semitic stuff in it.
It is. I ain't gonna go there.
Okay.
But,
well, let me ask you this: do you believe the Holocaust is real?
Hell yeah.
See, that's the problem.
That's where you're getting into.
That's the problem.
Because you have to understand, our mind is naturally already taught a certain way because that's what we were taught all of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But people live through it, so it's not
right.
Like people have.
It's real history.
It's real
people
history.
Are still alive that went through it
themselves. So it's not like something someone was taught. This is something.
No, I ain't gonna bring that up. No.
Now bring it up.
No, ain't nothing serious. Ain't nothing serious.
Okay, well, with that being said, we're going to end the podcast right here. I'd like to thank everybody, all of our listeners on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. What else we got out there? On YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Hey, this is the Perfectly Balanced Podcast. I am your host, KG, a.k.a. Dr. Graves, no PhD, with...
Queen Nita. Thanks for listening.
I hope my mic sounds better now. Just let me know if it doesn't, Rob. But who else you got in the building?
Family.
No. The siblings.
Siblings. We'll go from order. Justin, go ahead. Oh, well, Justin's going to go last.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite big mama, Kayla.
Go ahead, Casey.
Oh, we're Casey.
Casey.
Rolling.
It was definitely an interesting conversation, to say the least.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder #1, aka Nunu, aka Brista.
Well.
Go ahead and end it.
Look at here now. Hey, shouts out to everybody that came on tonight. Hey, it's your boy, DJ Chef, King of Ratchet, Chocolate Thunder #2. Remember now, Christmas is around the corner. So for all you folks that's out there trying to say you going through your whole phase, don't get committed, because that new boo thing or that other thing gonna be like, hey, where my Christmas gift is? If you're trying to be outside, stay outside.
He broke up by Valentine's Day.
And
Keep 3
Big
hoes,
Rob,
but
Big
don't
Rob
call me
behind the
Santa.
scenes, keeping the comment section jumping. Brandon, thank you for showing up on time like you always do, keeping us entertained.
Shouts out to Mama May.
Shouts out to Mama May as well. And
Hey, Mama May.
on that note, we'll have Sunshine back on Friday, as well as another slew host of people that we'll have on the podcast. So that will be, what is it, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will see y'all again. We're, again, a panel of black and brown people trying to have simple conversations over here. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.